Recently I was feeling happy. My therapist said not to worry. It's probably just a side effect. It should wear off. So a little bit about me. I look a little bit like the Joker. I kind of look like Heath back off the ledger. Yeah, my therapist is like, you can't joke about that stuff or I'll have to report it. I don't, and I also look, my other celebrity lookalike is Macaulay Culkin. And especially as a kid, I looked a ton like Home Alone. And I was at Jewish summer camp, and all the girls hit puberty before me. And they would form in these vicious gangs, and they would be like, do the Home Alone Macaulay Culkin face. I looked a ton like him. And now, through shared poor life choices, I still look a ton like Macaulay Culkin. It is just brutal, because neither one of us has wanted to look like Macaulay Culkin for so long. You know, at least he got to hook up with Mila Kunis. You know, I'm just bored. I don't have anything going on like that. Although I didn't have to sleep over at Michael Jackson's house. So you take care of that, right?
No.
Man. So our last comment was talking a little bit about penises. As a Jewish comedian, I've got a lot of thoughts on that. We're the chosen people. Chosen for what? You know, we get chosen for the lame stuff. You know, why do we have to cut it off? That seems messed up. God really loved us. You know, I don't know. I've got a lot of thoughts on this. My buddy, he actually, for a living, professionally, he circumcises people. And babies, really. You don't do it as an adult. That's painful. And so he's a moil, right? That's in the Jewish religion, just a person that circumcises babies. And his wife, Shira, is a real ball breaker. She's always telling him he doesn't make enough money. And as soon as he gets in the door, she goes, how much did you make today? And he goes, I just kept the tips. Hell yeah. Being Jewish is tough. It's not one of those like cool ethnic groups. Like I wish I was Italian, you know? They have so much confidence. Being Jewish, it's like I'm just very anxious and nebbishy. I can't enjoy anything. Even sex, my Jewish guilt ruins it, you know? I'm like, I'm sorry. Oh, my back. I'm too young for this shit, guys. Being Jewish is crazy. I started having stomach problems when I was 18 and back problems when I was 19. And like, that shouldn't be young man stuff. I'm gonna have to take Viagra when I'm 29. It's crazy. The descent is just, it's brutal. Oh man, I'm gonna start losing my hair soon. This is actually a wig. Yeah. It's, somebody's gonna be pulling on this shit later. I'm like, ow. Oh shit. Yeah. So the other thing I've been thinking about with Jews is I had to read that story of Rip Van Winkle for school, and a while ago I read much bigger books now. But Rip Van Winkle, he wakes up after 100 years, right? And I always thought, what if Rip Van Winkle was Jewish? You know, what would his name be like? Anthony Van Goldstein? And he wakes up after 100 years. He gets to the town or whatever. He's like, boy, things are sure expensive now. Yeah, so he runs into some of the townspeople, and they're still anti-Semitic, and 100 years later. And so he's like, I'm going back to sleep. Okay, that's my time, folks. I've been Jake.